Welcome to the Joosik Energetic Fantasy Football Show, Season 1, Episode 21. What episode?
21!
All right. So, like I said last episode, thank you kids. Shout out to my niece and nephew, Armani and Aaliyah. I'm doing a show here up at my sister's house because I'm visiting my family for the holidays. That's right, Joosik Energetic has family. So, I'm going to let y'all know that this studio out here, this TV right here is provided by my sister and her husband Martell. So shout out to them for letting me film at their house. And my niece and my nephew get production credits for helping me to shut the blinds and to get extra light and to push play on the remote. So that's how we do it. Teach the kids how to do this, all right? So anyway, like I said last episode, I ended up in third place. But I was just guessing until we played the consolation bracket in week 17. So, here's what the final score was in week 17. All right? The last week of fantasy football. I'm going to let y'all know that. The very last week. There is no more fantasy football after week 17. No more regular season. No more season long. All right? So, let me break this down for you. I'm going to break down how each one of my fantasy football players contributed to me staying in third place and actually winning and being in third place because I was kicked out of the championships, you know what I mean? I thought I was going to win the championship. I lost. Some players didn't show up for me, so I had to end up in third place. But I had to battle for third place, okay? I just couldn't let my lineup go and be like mad and be like, oh, okay, I'm going to end up in third place. No, I wanted to fight for that third place position. So this is how I did it. All right. So these players that I'm going to name helped me to stay in third place. And after that, I'm going to let you know who ended up in first and second place in my league to give them a shout out, you know what I'm saying, in case they do ever see this episode because it'll be online. And that's how we do it. I documented every show, okay? So, let's start with the scores of the players and how they helped me out. Let's do that right about now. All right. So, my third place opponent was Team Shan. Team Shan, how's that fourth place sound, buddy? Hey, it was a nice battle, Team Shan, but I wasn't going out in fourth place. I just couldn't let it do that with the show and everything. I had to at least end up in third place because in the Olympics, you will end up on the podium. Hey, first gets gold, second gets silver, third gets bronze. I'm a bronze medalist this year. All right? So, I mean, I do feel a little better. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, my score was 277.2. Okay, that consisted of a week 17 and a week 16 and week 17 lineup added up together because you played 2 weeks. And then your final championship ends up, 2 weeks. So 16 and 17 ended up for the final score. That's how the score is so high. All right. So my score was 277. Team Shan was 223. All right. And that's how I ended up in third place. So let me tell you what each one of my players did to help me end up in third place. All right. Ben Roethlisberger got me 13.8 points. The reason I started Ben Roethlisberger is because Drew Brees, he was going to be sat down for the playoffs to rest. So I already had Ben Roethlisberger for my draft, so I just put him in automatically. Christian McCaffrey got me 5 points. Christian McCaffrey, that's the lowest score he got me all season long. So shout out to Christian McCaffrey. He's been my fantasy football MVP on my team. All right? So I picked up some waiver wire people. I dropped Josh Freeman, the Philadelphia Eagles running back, and I picked up Royce Freeman, the Denver Broncos running back. I told y'all about Royce Freeman a long time ago. Lindsey and Freeman, Freeman and Lindsey. No matter how you say it, you're still going to get paid. The law offices of Freeman and Lindsey. They were even seen sitting together on the sideline like that, the jerseys, Freeman and Lindsey. Hey, I told y'all about that way back in the preseason. So Royce Freeman got me 18.3 points. Mohamed Sanu got me 20.4 points. Mohamed Sanu is WR2 over in Atlanta. Hey, I studied Mohamed Sanu way back when he was playing at Rutgers, and the crowd would be like, Sanu, Sanu. And I was like, who's that? I studied him, and I knew that one day he was going to come to the pros. And when he was going to come to the pros, I was going to pick him up. So since in Atlanta, Julio's always WR1, Mohamed Sanu is WR2. And he happened to get me 20.4 points. Thanks for helping me to stay in third place, Mohamed Sanu. Josh Reynolds, Rams receiver, the WR3 and on LA on the Rams, got me 20.4 points. Josh Reynolds, I told y'all about him way in the preseason. I saw the talent, all right? So during the season, I ended up dropping him, but hey, I needed him to help me stay in the playoffs. So I picked him up off the waiver wire, all right? Eric Ebron got me 16 points. Eric Ebron, even though he only got me 1 point and got me kicked out of the fantasy championship semifinal round, I kept him on my team because his production during the whole season was really high, all right? And I knew that he would pay off again. So he got me 16 points. Eric Ebron, hands down, has been the best tight end all year long, along with Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce and Eric Ebron have been the same, and they are both tight end number ones together. You want to debate me, holler at me on all formats of social media. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or email me at Gmail. It's all Joosik Energetic. Because I'm Joosik Energetic. And this is the Joosik Energetic Fantasy Football Show, Season 1, Episode 21. All right, so Dwayne Washington is a running back for New Orleans Saints. He's the third running back. Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram were both going to sit for the playoffs. So I picked him up off the waiver wire, and he got me 10.8 points. The best score of this week, the last week of fantasy football, was by a defense. New England defense. They got me 22 points. And before that, I picked them up because Philly was playing the Redskins. Redskins weren't going to be in the playoffs. I had the Redskins D, which has been good for me all season, but I just knew this game, they weren't going to do anything, and they didn't. So I picked up the New England D off the waiver wire, and that got me 22 points. And then my kicker, Rojas, he got me like 2 or 3 points. So there you have it. I had to make strategic moves in order to stay in third place. All right? So I picked up Royce Freeman, Dwayne Washington, and the New England D. Altogether, those 3 players got me almost 50 points. So the standings end up like this. In the Atlanta 12-team PPR, 190-6978. First place was Gurley Man. Second place, Shot Callers. Third place, Joosik Energetic, which is me, and I'm 9-4. All right? So in the next episode and in future episodes, since Week 17 is the end of regular season fantasy football, I'm going to talk about daily fantasy lineups. And you and I are going to win some cash by you looking at my show and getting information on daily fantasy lineups. All right? Such as the sites we're going to use are DraftKings and FanDuel. All right? So stick with the Joosik Energetic Fantasy Football Show. And I'll let you know. So the season's over. I ended up in third place. This has been Joosik Energetic for the Joosik Energetic Fantasy Football Show, Season 1, Episode 21, and I'm out. Peace!